Crazy Mike here with the P.O.R. crew. J.J. Allen, the mastermind behind P.O.R. We are live, capital L-I-V-E. B-Mo, what's up?
To those who don't know, my name is J.J. Allen.
I'm Crazy Mike.
That's Turd Mania.
Pinheadler.
Pinhead.
Oh, wait a minute. My name's Shazam. This is Shazam here.
And this is the first P.O.R. podcast, and we're coming with the fucking fire off the top.
Number
because
one.
we got the fucking, arguably, the fucking best to ever do it. Crazy Mike.
Arguably. What is that?
In my opinion, he's the best.
Is arguably a good thing?
Yeah, that's good. That's good for me.
So that means you're gonna argue. You're gonna.
You got my vote.
You're gonna push that argument.
Who in this room thinks Crazy Mike is the best to ever do it? Y'all, close your eyes. Close your eyes. You don't gotta see who I was raising their hand, but.
Yay!
Alright. Enough of riding your nuts for a minute.
Alright.
Introduce yourself. Who the fuck is Crazy Mike?
My name's Crazy Mike. I started out as just like an underground stunt dude who just loved stunts. You know, I would like mimic what I see off TV, whether it was like the cartoons, Jackass, wrestling, Krusty Demons, whatever. I literally mimicked it in my backyard, filmed it, put it on this website called MySpace. I don't know if you guys remember that, but I put it on MySpace, and then what happened from MySpace is I just started getting like people to be like, yo man, like I'll pay you some money to do this. So I've been making a living since doing it.
You guys were like MySpace legends.
Yeah,
You know that, right?
We were up there.
You guys were a big deal.
I mean,
MySpace.
we were.
I found you guys on MySpace. That's how we met.
Yeah.
Not in person, but that's how I found out about We Play Crazy.
This goes back far too.
I went to the store back when you could go to a store and buy DVDs, and I bought the first 2 We Play Crazy DVDs. They were in a combo set, and I believe they were edited, like for parental guidance or whatever.
Yeah.
I bought it at Barnes & Noble. I paid $30 for it because I saw you guys on the internet.
$30.
And I was like, no fucking way. There's a homegrown stunt group DVD in a store. And I was like blown away by it. I was like, how the fuck did they do this? Like, because at that point P.O.R. had been running for a few years, and I remember watching that DVD the first time I ever watched it, and I was just like, me and my friends, it was me, Mephisto, him, and I believe Cody Ritchie, and we just sat there and watched it, and we were like, what the fuck? Like, we gotta step our game up. You guys were ahead of the fucking curve as far as, like, the stunt shit goes. Like, you guys were up there.
Yeah. Getting a DVD deal was huge, and it was a big deal for us. And for us to get distribution, it's almost like
Unheard of.
Yeah, and it's getting that trophy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like everything we worked for.
I know, you can always say that you did that. That's fucking badass.
Yeah, but you gotta remember, I also came in on it right when the market was closing. So our DVD really didn't get a lot of money. Like, the biggest pay was our advance.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They gave us like 10 grand per
They
title.
say that's all you get usually.
Well,
your advance is pretty much the only guaranteed money you're ever gonna get.
at least at the end of the market, yeah. Like, I feel like if I made a DVD, if these DVDs were made 5 years prior, like, they'd be a hit and they would make a lot of money. And like,
time is everything.
Yeah, me and Shazam wouldn't be driving around a van. We'd be driving around like a fucking big mobile ass tour bus. You know what I mean?
P.O.R. When was the first time you ever heard the name P.O.R.?
P.O.R. Yeah. I believe it was probably in MySpace, and I don't know, I thought you guys were just a bunch of douchebags at first. Yeah, I'm serious.
Damn.
But then you guys came to one of my shows, and you just threw down so hard, and I got so much respect for you guys. Like, I'm like, Yeah, it wasn't just like, alright, now they're just like some douchebags on MySpace. Now they're like dudes who drove 5.5 hours away and threw down just to throw down.
Alright, so Snapchat, what the hell are you doing?
Oh, so Snapchat I found to be like such a powerful platform to get to people. And I realize now, I just turned 30 like about 4 days ago or some shit, and I realized,
Happy birthday.
thank you, I realized, I've been documenting my life forever, and for the first time I realized why I document my life and why I share it with people. And it's to better people's lives. And I realized that Snapchat, people connect more to Snapchat rather than something pre-recorded, edited, because they feel like they're there with you.
Yeah.
They're connected with
It's
you
current.
on such a deeper level.
Yeah.
Like, Snapchat, I'm
What's
learning.
next? There's Snapchat, there's Instagram. What the fuck?
I don't know. What's next is, like, live, like what we're doing right now. Like, that's really what it is. Like, I think people are just so right now. Like, what's going on right now.
P.O.R, Crazy
Right now.
Mike, we play crazy. We're all products of the internet, basically.
Yeah.
Me and you, we wouldn't be nothing without the internet, really. Nobody would know who the fuck we are, It's kind of crazy thinking back, like, 10 years ago, or 20 years ago now. We're old as shit. But 20 years ago, there was no such thing as the internet. We were making VHSs. The first two P.O.R. movies were on VHS tape we've made. And I passed them out to, like, 4 or 5 of my friends in, like, the 5th grade. And they were like, man, you guys are stupid. Like,
So you guys did exactly what we did then. We
Yeah.
started VSC.
and I had no form of editing. Like, I just took the clip and I would dub it, and I would.
So you went VCR to VCR?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
Dude, I
That's
did that
how we
too.
had to do it back in the day, and I was.
That
like,
was hard, but you know what's
Yeah.
harder? To edit on Snapchat.
Yeah, I give you credit for that because I've seen your process, and that's some pretty.
It's disgusting. It's disgusting, but you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, it seems hard. That's for sure.
Yeah. But you gotta learn to love what you do.
What's your thoughts on turning 30?
Uh,
Have you had a midlife crisis yet?
so my thoughts on turning 30. I'll be honest with you, man. Like, I feel a lot smarter and more aware of why I do what I do, and being able to tell that difference of, like,
Did it hit you on 30?
it hit me a little before 30.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, like, 30 was the day I turned 30 was also when I started to Snapchat.
Yeah.
I did it for 100 days, documented it, and then I stopped because I wasn't sure why I was documenting it and why I was sharing it. I wasn't sure at all. But when I hit 30, I went into it now knowing, like, yo, I know exactly why I'm documenting it, and it's to touch people's lives, man, to impact their lives and to better them and to make them feel happier about the day. Whether it's because they're laughing, cringing, crying, whatever, as long as I can provide some kind of service for them to have an emotion that runs through their body and lets out. So I don't know, man, positivity is contagious.
It's crazy how, like, the stuff we do, a lot of people would find it stupid, but then there's people like Pinhead that, like, we reach out to and touch in, like, a different way, Like, you've multiple times told me, like, P.O.R. is, like, the best thing you've ever
Hey
done
Pinhead, how you
in your
doing?
life.
You've been a little quiet this interview.
Like, you've told me multiple times that P.O.R. is the best thing you've ever
It's been a life changer for me, man. It's just good people. Never a dull moment around here. It's always a blast, dude.
What'd you do before P.O.R.?
Bounce around from job to job. Always at a dead end.
So life
Not doing
sucked.
much. Yeah, life sucked, man.
Life sucked, and then P.O.R. came about. What happened?
It was definitely a new experience, for sure.
An awesome experience,
Yes,
huh?
an awesome experience. Yeah.
So that's
I wouldn't change it for the world, dude. Like,
So you should go over there and give JJ a hug. Stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up. Yep, and give JJ a hug, a meaningful hug, and say a meaningful.
Thanks for this experience, man.
Yeah.
You brought me, like, immense joy. Your ladder through the glass sign is one of the, like,
It's the craziest
thing I've ever seen in my fucking life. So, I mean, that made me, like, laugh, like, so much. Like, the fact that you walk away from that, to me, is just insane.
Man, I landed on the back of my neck.
I witnessed you hit the ground. I was,
Oh, the latter one where you fell back. Oh, that was insane.
I would have to say my most favorite by far is the 4-wheeler through the driveway.
Really? You like that one the most?
Yeah.
Well,
That one gave me. Look, I love it here because the stunts that I do and I've been provided with, I always choose the dangerous
Gnarly,
one.
exactly.
Yeah. And
I was explaining you to Mike, and I was like, when I have a list of stunts, there's always one that I'm like, yeah, no way, he's picking that, and you always pick that one. And I'm like, dude, that's the gnarliest fucking stunt on this list. Dude.
But here's the stunt I remember you for.
all right.
The one you didn't even do on purpose. You weren't even the stuntman in the stunt. That's the stunt I remember you for. Why don't you tell us about that one?
You mean the one involving my knee, or are you talking?
Yeah.
There you go.
The fuck happened there?
That was bad.
Yeah, I was I just got done watching Cutbone do his stunt, and like he had the shit knocked out of him. Like we were all like worried about him. We all ran over there to him, but I hopped out the damn bed of a pickup truck, and where it was sitting, it was like high up off the ground. So I jumped out and I landed with a straight leg with my left leg, and I hyperextended and. I tore ligaments, muscle, you know, ain't got no cartilage in it.
It sucks.
It was
that
a freak accident too.
Yeah.
So.
It sucks because that stunt's like not like no bang for the buck type thing, you know.
It ain't even a stunt.
It sucks.
It's just some guy walking that fell.
It sucks you went down like that, you know, like, and now you're injured.
Yeah, the ironic thing was I was supposed to do a stunt that day.
Yeah, the guy falling off the building through glass, explosion.
Dude,
like he's not the one getting hurt,
No,
but the spectator's getting hurt.
The funny thing is, he did that ladder stunt after that. His knee was like fucked up, and like he walked away, well, hobbled away because of his knee from that one. That one should have messed him up. Jumping off the back of a truck bed shouldn't mess you up. Falling 20 feet through the air through 25 light tubes should mess you up, and you land on your fucking neck. That should mess you up.
I guess it comes down to you're an uncoordinated fuck.
A pin in there, you know.
You are an uncoordinated
that is
fuck.
one thing though. Anytime I've been involved on another stunt or anything like that, I've always gotten hurt. Like with the canoe stunt.
Yeah, I know. It's when you join in on other people's stunts.
Yeah.
Maybe we should, maybe.
So we gotta keep your shit solo.
Yeah, that's what we've been working on here lately. So
You flying through the air ain't a big deal.
No.
You joining in on something is a big deal.
yeah.
All right, so We Play Crazy. To the casual viewers, what is We Play Crazy?
Well, We Play Crazy is kind of like the same thing as P.O.R. You know what I mean? It's we've obviously do different things, but at the same day, I mean, at the end of the day, what we're trying to do is we're entertaining people through video. You know, that's what it comes down to, and yeah, We Play Crazy was all about that. It became like a lifestyle, just like P.O.R., you know what I mean? Like a family. And we produced these beautiful DVDs, 4 DVDs, and yeah, they're like, I mean, I got it tattooed on my leg.
The best time of your life?
I mean, no. I think right now is the best time of my life, you know, but it's definitely, it was definitely an experience. It's something that, was an awesome time in my life. You know, I think the best is always right now.
Yeah, current.
You know?
Live in the moment.
Yeah, it's always like, I learned so much from We Play Crazy. I think We Play Crazy, kind of colored me into being the person I am today. You know, We Play Crazy was that, push to be like, yo, this is what you're going to do. You know, it was almost like a look at everything and what you can do with video, what you can produce with it. You know, how you can I can take nothing but an idea, turn it into something, a product, sell it, make money.
Physical.
Yeah, and actually, like, entertain people.
Yeah. And,
dude, I'm still doing that to this day. On a different level, now it's like, my thing is like Snapchat, the social media, but really, it's the same thing. It's just me telling stories visually and putting them out there.
Yeah, that's a good answer, for sure. What the hell happened to the We Play Crazy YouTube page?
Oh, dude.
That's a tricky question.
YouTube, I mean,
I think I know the answer, but I just want to hear it from your terms. What the fuck happened to the the We Play Crazy YouTube page?
Yeah.
That was You guys had a huge YouTube page.
Yeah, like what happened, I think, the YouTube was we just kind of we uploaded whatever. Well, I uploaded, I shouldn't say we, like it was just me working on it. Like I uploaded just, whatever, like whatever music I found, titties, ass, vagina,
yeah,
assholes, whatever. Like I didn't really censor anything.
Yeah.
And I think being I put that shit, they had like copyright, infringement laws and all like obscene content.
YouTube changes daily, and that scares the shit out of me because if they change their rules now, maybe some of the videos I got prior that I've uploaded that might get taken down.
Mm-hmm.
We've had 4 or 5 strikes on our account over the years.
Yeah.
2 of them got lifted, got rejuvenated, I guess, reinitiated onto the site. But 3 of them got taken down, and if you get 3 strikes, you're out on YouTube.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a tricky business. I know they change their policies so much, and it scares the shit out of me. So
I don't like YouTube.
it just sucks getting filtered, like our content getting filtered. I don't like to have to bleep out a cuss word. I want to be raw. I want people to feel raw.
Well, YouTube now, dude, it's just, I think it's like shit, bro. You can't even start an account and create your domain name anymore. You have to have like a certain, amount of followers and shit like that, or like a number of years of putting into it. Plus, the ads on YouTube is just...
Yeah, they're brutal now.
Yeah, I use Vimeo.
Yeah,
Vimeo is my number
I've
one
used
platform.
Vimeo, yeah, the quality too.
Quality, yeah. Here's what you're losing. You're losing views. But again, dude, I realize, why I do what I do, and it's not necessarily for views. It's not the quantity of people watching my shit. It's the
quality. Yeah, exactly.
And I'd rather, be able to truly affect 100 people than fake affect 100,000 people.
Yeah.
And that's the truth, bro. And that's why I use Vimeo, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I don't want to even, try to sell out to YouTube.
Yeah.
Like...
Yeah, and I see people...
But if you got it,
if
you got it, rock it, you know?
What's the craziest stunt you ever seen in person?
Out
of all the years of doing stunts. I know that's a hard one.
Craziest stunt I've seen in person?
It's
from you guys?
From any group. You guys, I mean, one of the ones that come to mind is Flying Ryan hitting the guardrail on the house.
That was a wild one.
When he jumped onto the roof, play that clip.
That was a wild one.
He hits that gutter.
That was crazy.
Yeah. I mean, oh my god.
That was pretty cool.
I remember us replaying that.
We would just watch that over and over again.
And he just... That's the side of the gutter and just falls.
That one and him going up in the air on that motocross and just...
Yeah, he's a nutcase.
Your vending machine was
insane. Nah, we both had our share of bangers. I would personally say the scariest one was at a Bikes and Babes stunt show when I hit him with the van. And I truly thought I killed my brother that day.
Yeah, that was nuts.
For a good 3 seconds, maybe. Yeah. I was like, I killed my brother.
I saw you guys get out, and I've never seen I said. There was a lot of people around that I saw him because I was at the right angle to where I saw that he'd made it to safety, and you were scrambling, digging through boxes, looking for an unconscious body. Yeah.
Because he was on the passenger side.
He's on the other side.
I was all the way on the driver's side.
He was visibly rocked though. He looked like he had been hit by a freaking van. And it was nuts. I remember realizing how rocked he was because a guy in the crowd was like, "That's the craziest stunt you ever did, Ryan." And he looks at him and he says, "Really?" And I'm like, this guy doesn't know how lucky he is because if he was conscious and fully went through that motion, he would have realized how gnarly it was, but he got rocked so hard that he didn't even know how epic that stunt was.
Well, I don't think he knew that it looked like we almost ran him over.
It looked like it, and it felt like and then he disappeared. And I was like,
it was insane.
And the van didn't stop.
I knew that wasn't going to be a good
driving
idea.
it, so you couldn't see anything.
Oh no,
you and Hob from Nub TV were driving it, I believe, and I've learned that anytime Hobby's behind the wheel of a car, it's not a good idea. Shout out Nub TV.
Shout out Nub TV. Hob, please don't ever drive. Don't ever drive. Let's be safe.
I learned that from our stunts. We let Hob drive a few of them, and I remember we put a 2x4 on the ground and let Hob pull Bub on that platform, and he hit his nuts on the platform on the 2x4, and it sends him flying through the air. But like, he was just supposed to hit it and like stick, and that'd be it. But Hob followed through. He has no like stopping point. He probably felt the collide from the car jerking and just pulled through.
He's a nut, dude. Hob's a nut. Like Hob is a fucking nut for sure. Like,
speaking of other groups, other entities, other forms of entertainment, what was your biggest inspiration for We Play Crazy growing up?
It was a group called Krusty Demons of Dirt. They do motocross. It's kind of like...
I've seen some of their stuff.
Yeah, it has a little bit of Jackass vibe to it, Girls Gone Wild vibe. They were like... I remember, watching that first VHS tape. It was Krusty 3. We bought it, I think it was Columbus Auction. Or no, Englishtown Raceway Park, a dirt bike track. And when I popped it in, I remember watching that. Just so fascinated by it and saying to myself, like... Yeah, I'm gonna make movies like that one day. And I
did you ever envision yourself being anything but what you did, like a BMX rider, motocross wrestler? Did you ever aspire to be like anything else? Did you ever see yourself doing anything else? Because I always look at myself and I'm like, man, I think I could have been a pretty good professional wrestler.
I actually was going to be a WWF star. I wanted to be one.
You were big into wrestling?
Yeah, I was. But then I hit about 13 and I realized, like, it's not so much the wrestling I like, it's the high-flying stunts I like.
Yeah, it's the stunts.
Back
in the day, wrestling was just high-impact spots. They would do what they call them high spots, and they were just basically a match was formed around like 3 high spots.
Yeah,
like the Mick Foley Undertaker match comes to mind. There's 3 big spots in that match. Undertaker throwing him off the cage. Undertaker chokeslam him through the cage.
Oh yeah,
and then pulling out them thumbtacks, pouring it on the canvas.
That was an insane match.
It's 3 spots. There was not much wrestling. Not much storytelling going on, which is what they're supposed to be.
Yeah,
and it's just they just went with
that's why I remember that match.
That match is insane. Who was your favorite wrestler?
I'd say Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy and Rey Mysterio Jr.
That's badass.
They were always like the high flying wild dudes. Like Rey Mysterio was the most technical wrestler I've ever seen. But he also had the high flying part to it.
I've always been into like really technical wrestlers. I like Eddie Guerrero, Kurt Angle comes to mind. Jeff Hardy was a shit. I mean, everybody.
Heartbreak Kid was too.
He's the best.
Heartbreak Kid was the top one.
He's the best to ever do it as far as like technical like selling. He was so good at selling.
Yeah, I take these guys and it's like I learned a lot from them as far as being who Crazy Mike is.
When I saw your documentary and I saw that you were influenced by wrestlers, I was like, duh. Yeah. He's influenced by wrestlers. And it all made sense to me. I was like, dude, oh my god, it makes sense now. Because like, I was so influenced by wrestlers, and now now that I know that you were, I'm like, damn. That makes sense because I feel like a part of us all have that in us, like that background, that upbringing. Everything in the 90s was extreme. Like there was extreme soda, extreme cameras, extreme everything, extreme wrestling, extreme motocross. Everything was extreme. We grew up in that generation, and everything ended up like, that's how we turned. We were a product of the 90s, basically. We were a product of that like extreme generation. Like P.O.R. started for me.
Extreme!
I started P.O.R. because I saw the TV show Rocket Power, the cartoon.
Yeah.
I saw him have a video camera, and I was like, that is so fucking cool. I want a video camera.
That's how you started?
I was like 10 years old, and then I started filming. The Tony Hawk games came out, and I started playing the Tony Hawk games. I was like, dude, this is so fucking sweet. Yeah. So I was like, all right, we're going to be BMX and skateboard. We're going to try this. And we all just really sucked it.
Like a plastic red jumping in the grass.
So we just started setting ourselves up for disaster. So I remember I uploaded one of our, we uploaded 2 bike fails on the internet. And they went viral. And that's the birth of P.O.R.
Since then, you guys just rocked.
We were doing it for a couple of years, but when we uploaded them, at like that moment, the minute they went viral was like the minute P.O.R. Like I was like, what? This light bulb clicked in my head, and I was like, all right, I know where I'm going. Like we're going with it. We're gonna fucking just start something.
And you guys are rocking.
Yeah, we're just gonna fucking go full force, go see what we can do.
Hell yeah.
Are you cool with everybody
awesome.
and we play crazy still?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. We Play Crazy was really just kind of like me and my brother. I mean, it's just kind of like my friend. It was never just a set team. I looked at it as like whoever was hanging out with me was part of We Play Crazy. You know what I mean? 4 people have this tattoo, but there was a lot more to the family.
Yeah, that's the way I feel. A lot of guys in P.O.R. come and go, and I'll hear from a guy like 2-3 years later and like, hey man, I want to do that stunt you just did. That looked fun.
Pussy Ronald.
Like Pussy Ronald, yeah.
Pussy, what a nutcase.
Yeah.
And Cupone is the biggest.
Yeah.
Cupone's sick.
People asked me the other day.
He's mental.
They were like, who's the gnarliest guy in P.O.R? And I'm like, Cupone.
Yeah.
First name comes to mind. He don't have an off switch, man. He's
always
like, he's
Cupone.
always Cupone.
He's like the Don Vito, what you see is what you get.
Yeah, I feel like me as a character, I'm just myself turned up a little bit.
Yeah.
You too.
Me too, like,
you're on and off camera, you're the same guy.
I'm like, nah, I'm just chilling.
Yeah.
And it's like, Crazy Mike is here, we got the hella crazy DVDs, which one are you gonna buy? you know what I mean.
You still like Bobby Pyro, all them? You still like...
Dude, I haven't talked to that guy in years. I think he got married, has kids and shit now, but like, I mean, they're all I always have love for them, but a lot of people grow up and just like stop, like, they don't do the fun stunts, like, we always know how to do, like, cause whatever, maybe they're afraid of getting hurt.
Yeah, that's a big thing with us and girls.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as a guy gets a girlfriend, they're gone.
Yeah, girls should be about it though.
I know.
Speaking of girls, where are the Japanese girls? Are we on BMO right now?
No,
BMO?
No, we're not.
BMO.com?
It's Bigo, B-I-G-O.
Bigo?
Yeah, that's what we go live on, yeah. We're
So-
going live tomorrow, actually.
So tomorrow's the live bit.
Yeah.
Today's like the...
We're doing a podcast. We're live right now.
We're live.
Yeah.
Oh, we're live, baby. We live up in this motherfucker. Hell yeah, straight out of Compton. No, we're straight out of Broadway, Virginia right now.
Sticks.
Dude, the Sticks is sweet. I had a fun fucking time.
This is like a breeding ground for like crazy people, I think.
And the AK-47s
They just
today.
keep coming.
I've always had people ask me, they're like, how do you find crew members? Like, how do you get so many fucking people like willing to do like the stunts? Like the jumping on the car cliffs, I got like 10, 15 people that did it. I'm like, how do you do it? I'm like, I don't know, I've got a breeding ground down here for freaking crazy people. I don't know.
Energy also is contagious, so like there's crazy energy with y'all.
Yeah.
So that becomes contagious.
They see we're having fun and they want to join in on it.
Or they see, like Pinhead doing a gnarly stunt, and everyone else can be like, well, I want to do a gnarly stunt too.
Yeah.
And everyone's doing gnarly stunts, dude. And it turns into like a gnarly stunt fest.
Yeah.
Right on.
What's your brother up to these days?
He's working for a moving company right now where, I tried it for 6 days because at one point I needed like money and I just was like, alright, maybe I'll do the work life. Bro, let me tell you something, all he does is pick shit up and put shit down. Like, it is terrible. So I'm trying to get him to quit and just like, come tour with me. I think he'll love it. But, he's almost there.
He was always intriguing to me, Ryan. You were always the crazy one. He was always, a little bit behind you as far as like personality wise. He wasn't so like over the top, but he was fucking gnarly.
Yeah.
You always wanted to like. Everyone saw what they got out of you, and they could expect what Crazy Mike. When they get Crazy Mike, they get Crazy Mike. But everybody was like, that's how I always felt about Flying Ryan. I was like, what is he like as a person? He's a crazy motherfucker, but what's he like behind the scenes?
Yeah.
He was always intriguing to me. Ryan was one of the first guys that actually like introduced me like clip selling and stuff. Like I would talk to him about it, and he's a good business mind. He went to Arizona, right? Like
He is a good business mind.
He had a great business mind. He would design some of my content too, like DVD stuff, and he would design. He's good at Photoshop. Like
he's a genius
he's
at Photoshop.
Freaking smart. I would always ask him about like printing stuff. He printed some of our P.O.R. T-shirts and stuff, and I was
and he's still gnarly. That's the thing. Like he's still that dude. Like I have a children's entertainment company, right, where we do like shows for kids, and you know, one time I needed somebody to jump into a pile of shaving cream. He was that dude. You know what I mean? Like he still has it in him. I want him to bring it out a little more, you know. Like I think he could be so effective with it because he still has it, you know. But again, he's work life, man, takes a toll on people, you know. So he's always busy doing that.
Yeah.
So my goal is really just so, you know, I want him to keep smoking marijuana so eventually he fails a drug test, gets fired, and then he'll just come on the road, man.
What's your favorite?
Samurai.
What's your favorite flying around stunt? What's the first one that comes to mind? It's hard to pick.
Well, the first one that comes to mind was when I almost killed him.
Yeah.
You know.
Was there anyone back in the day where you're like, God, you'll never top that? Because there's always stunts for me that I'm like, yeah, I'll never top that, and I'm always going to try my entire rest of the time to try to top that. Was there ever one for like Ryan where you're like, damn, you know, you're never going to top that one, Ryan? Like,
I mean, I don't know. I mean, as far as like
him crashing into that side of that house with the gutter.
Yeah,
I was like, dude, he's gonna have a hard time topping that one.
As far as like taking a hit, like some of them are pretty gnarly, but I don't know, man. It's like every year we were in for a new surprise.
He lit himself on fire too, man.
Oh my god, I forgot about that one. He lit his whole fucking face on fire
for like a solid.
That was freaking gnarly.
That was sick, dude.
And
the teaser for that just killed me.
Oh my god, dude! I wanted to see it so bad.
He was sick.
Dude.
Hella Crazy P.O.R. artwork right
Yeah,
there.
he
when
was
he jumped off that building,
Yeah.
into that awning, and like took that like unintentional nut shot, like boom, just like hit the fucking awning. I was like,
he's
what
gnarly. He's a gnarly fucking dude.
Yeah.
Like, he definitely is so gnarly.
What's the stunt that you've done that you're like the proudest of? Like,
proudest of. I would probably say like any time I've performed like a double flip, or I've even done a triple flip and foam pits, like just basic things like that where I'm it's not even so much about the balls, it's just about like
the average person can't do that.
Yeah, just like literally jump from a trampoline and be able to talk and rotate 3 times. Like I've always into flips, you know.
Yeah.
So I've like doubled off high things. To land it perfectly clean in the water. It's just, I don't know. It's just like the most proud feeling I get. Like as far as gnarliness, I mean, I've jumped a motorcycle 120 feet and landed on flat. Like I've done gnarly stunts, but as far as like the ones I am proud of and the one I enjoy doing the most are the ones where like I threw my body into these like crazy positions, you know.
Yeah.
With fire too.
Yeah, I remember when you climbed on that vending machine for the second time and fucked yourself up.
As if the first time wasn't good enough.
As if the first time wasn't good enough. I kind of mimicked the Pussy Ronald saga with the sign hitting. After that, I'll give you that, because I was like, I thought that was so cool. I was like, dude, he did it a fucking second time.
Yeah.
He had the balls to do it a second time, knowing the outcome of the first time. So like, when the Bikes and Babes 2010 show was announced, Ronald had hit that sign previously that year, and I was like, Ronald, dude, it'd be really fucking crazy if you hit that sign one more time. He was like, fuck it, I'll do it. I'll do it for the We Play Crazy show. I'm going to put on a show. And that ended up being like the #1 summer blowout on True TV that year.
Yeah.
We got the #1 spot in New Jersey, hold it down. We Play Crazy, P.O.R. And that was back when that year was just We Play Crazy, P.O.R, LWL. That was the group that year. The Horston show, and Nub wasn't there. It was We Play Crazy and P.O.R, and we got the #1 spot on True
Horse
TV.
is probably massaging his balls in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania.
The Horse is another gnarly motherfucker.
His balls are gnarly.
Yeah, that his character is like everlasting. You know, like he's got a good character.
Oh yeah,
he plays that character really well. I always looked at it that way. It's like he's playing a character.
I don't even know who Zach Gordon is, but I know who the horse is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Zach Gordon is just this guy, but when the horse comes out, it's just a beast. It's like a beautiful beast.
It's like polar opposite characters too. When he turns that switch.
Yeah.
But like off camera, you're like asking him a question, he'll answer yes or no. Yeah. He's not really like he don't really elaborate.
Very calm.
Very calm demeanor, and he kind of throws you off. When I first met him, I was like, "Does this guy not like me, or what's going on?" But it's just the way he is. Like
Mike and Crazy Mike are like cherries and strawberries.
Same.
Like, Zach Gordon and the horse are like bananas and fucking
Carolina Reapers,
onions. Like so different. You know what I mean?
That's why I always
like our shit's both red and round. His shit is just completely opposite. He's just this whole other person. Like Zach Gordon is, you would never think like Zach Gordon is the horse.
It's crazy. It's crazy how he turns it on and off. You know?
Mm-hmm. You got the hiccups.
Yeah,
somebody's got to scare you. Pinhead, can you scare him?
No, I can't.
Come on, man. Out of nowhere.
Speaking of hiccups, I think you had a hiccup one time. What was it like kissing Jeffree Star?
Oh, you had to go there, JJ. You had to go there. For me, it was just it was just putting on a show, like a stunt thing.
Yeah.
I didn't look at it like, ooh,
you're just in the moment.
I'm in it. Like I'm closing my eyes, like. Jeffree Star.
Jeffree Star was a big deal, so that was probably a good plug.
Yeah, but like, I don't care if I was making out Bill Clinton. Like, the fact is, I'm making out a male, like a male human. So I just look at it like I'm doing a stunt. Like, I don't give a fuck about the credibility. Like, I was putting on a show. I mean, the fact it was Jeffree Star definitely, like...
helped.
Yeah. Like, I wouldn't just make out that person on a side street, you know what I mean? Like, I did it on stage, in front of people, I put on a show, so I just looked at it like that, and I guess that's what made me able to, like, continue that make-out for a good 8 seconds.
Did you get to know, like, did you talk to him, like, personal level? Well, how was it?
Oh, he wanted to fuck me in the butt. Yeah, he wanted to, like, take me back to his trailer and, like, have sex with me.
No way.
Yeah, and I was calling it off. Like, the horse was there and everything too. Horse got kicked in the nuts at the end.
Yeah, that was a great bit.
A little bit.
That
was a great bit.
Yeah, so like I wasn't going any further. Like, I was gonna do something in front of the curtains. He wanted to do shit behind the curtains.
Wow.
And I wasn't having that. You know what I mean?
You've been all over the world. You've done all kinds of crazy shit. What's your favorite state? What's your favorite place in the entire U.S., entire world?
Yeah, a lot of people ask.
You're a modern day gypsy. I don't know if you know that or not, but
yeah, I kind of concur. Yeah. A lot of people ask me that question, and I don't have an answer for that. You know why?
I feel like you like California. You like California, right? California's great.
Sure, I like California. But I like Minnesota. I like Kansas. I like Texas. I like Alabama. I like everywhere.
Florida's great.
I like Florida's great.
New Jersey's alright too, but them damn fucking turnpikes and
New Jersey's alright.
Roundabouts.
Maine's alright.
Fuck them roundabouts.
You can't pump your own gas.
Yeah, you can't pump your own gas. That was so weird.
Make the best of wherever you are.
Yeah, you have a good mindset for that, that's for sure.
Make the best of wherever you are, bro. I love Broadway, Virginia. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Broadway, Virginia is one of my best places. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else in the world right now. I'm all about appreciating the moment, the right now, and spreading that message.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
And Broadway, Virginia is the shit, dude.
Yeah. We got some good spots here.
A lot
especially
of cows,
for what
too.
We do.
Yeah. Oh yeah, getting away with stunts.
Yeah, getting away with shit. It's such a small town, So.
Bro, there's not a cop out there. There's barely a car out there.
A lot of the times, the cops would when they would catch us doing stunts, they'd be like, "What TV show is this going to be on? Like, when are you going to be on TV next, man?"
Yeah.
They're like, "Just don't vandalize." That's the beauty of like what we do. Like for stunts, like there's really no laws. We're not breaking any laws.
I know. It gets looked at almost like an art with them.
We're like
We're doing a
trespassing.
movie.
We're trespassing a little bit. We're on public property, but like they can't do nothing unless we're vandalized.
I
We
always say
never
we're doing a
vandalize.
movie.
If I'm sitting there getting kicked in the nuts or something, what the fuck can they do about it?
Yeah.
I always thought it was so like great that like it's like a art form like that they can't like touch. It was so cool. Like,
Unless you're breaking shit.
unless you're
crashing
vandalized.
through
The cops always tell me that too. They're like, as long as you don't vandalize, I don't give a fuck.
them. Yeah.
Like, drive away. Don't do drugs and blah blah blah. This it was crazy how like we got away with some shit because I mean we'd be on roofs and stuff about to jump off and
Yeah.
I'm like, man, you're not really hurt nothing though. I can't do nothing. Like this
Yeah.
is so fucking weird.
And you gotta just do it. You can't. You ever hear that expression? It's easier to say sorry than ask for permission.
Yeah, ask for forgiveness.
That's
ask
the
for
number
permission.
one rule in
Yeah.
like video and shit.
Yeah, for sure.
Wherever the fuck you are, just shoot it.
Yeah.
You know, just like in Walmart tonight. Like,
Mhm.
do you think I asked to jump in all those boxes? Fuck no. But it
Yeah.
was certainly easy to say sorry.
Yeah.
You know, oh, I'm sorry, sir. I didn't mean to get you mad.
Yeah, that was funny.
Or guess what? We walk away with the shot. As long as you have that
Yeah.
mindset. And now my Snapchat's that much sicker because
Yeah.
we jumped in those Walmart things. My head kind of hurts though.
So Daisy of Love. Talk about that.
Daisy of Love.
How was that experience? What was it to those that don't know? You were known as Flipper on Daisy of Love, which was a televised dating show.
Yes, and
It was a
VH1.
spin-off of Rock of Love, Bret Michaels, and Flavor of Love and all that. When you
Yeah.
got that gig, I was like, dude, Crazy Mike's gonna be on fucking like TV, like,
Yeah.
like big TV.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, shit, dude.
I know small TV. That's VH1.
Crazy.
That's
That's some
huge.
big shit, yeah.
Yeah. It was cool, man. It was like
Was
my
it a good
first-
experience or a bad experience?
Oh, it's a good experience. Every experience is a good experience, you know, because it's like all learning lessons, you know.
Were you really about to fight that guy? Were you really mad or was that TV?
A little bit of like both, you know. Like I definitely wanted to put on a show, like, but I was also just genuinely just
You
pissed.
wanted to get off it?
Well, about the situation, like first off, they were calling me a name that wasn't even my stage name.
Yeah.
You know, and like I wasn't, you know,
You never
about
do
that.
Coke doesn't change their name. to
Right.
Dr. Wright or anything, you know? They're not gonna
Exactly.
change their name, you know?
Exactly.
You don't do that.
And they were also like trying to like tell me I couldn't backflip off the stage and shit, and you know, as if I was being controlled, and I didn't like that. So I was a little bit mad, and it was real. It was definitely like reality TV. Like the fake bits would be like, "Oh guys, can you all? This is elimination time. Just do this for our cameras." But as far as like what was happening with off those shots was real life shit. Like we were in a room, you know, not much bigger than this, bunking with like 8 people. Them serving us as much alcohol known to man.
God, yeah.
Like, and they put us in situations like
do.
they'd connect us with people who we least like.
Yeah. Oh my God.
I was like, all right,
they
you
know
guys-
what they're doing.
Yeah, they were geniuses.
Were there anybody in that crew that you like actually liked that you like kept in touch with over the years?
Yeah, people still like. People still follow me from that shit, dude. Like I'd say about like half of them.
Yeah.
Like I definitely like afterwards, like after they're off the cameras and everything, things were a little bit different. Like people were a little more real and be like, yeah, I was just putting on a show. But a lot of them just, I don't know, they weren't used to me and what I was about to pull off, you know, and like the fact I was gonna go against.
Energy.
There was 20 of them. I was gonna be that dude who had no problem being like, yo, fuck you all, let's start drama, and I'll be the butt end of all your jokes. I don't give a fuck.
I don't remember the episodes, any of the episodes after the second one. Because that's the episode you left on. I was disappointed. I was like, damn, the second episode, motherfucker, this is bullshit.
Yeah, and
you
then,
think you could have won? You think you actually could have pulled it off? If you, like...
I don't know, man. I mean, like, I ended up making out with her in a hot tub after the show in Atlantic City, so, like, I don't know, I maybe could have got it, like, after the show, after she won. But, like, it's hard to, I don't know, I don't think you can actually fall for a chick like that, because with the cameras and everything, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Then again, I forgot this man's recording right now. So, and you know what I mean? So I guess after being on the camera for so long, you just forget, you know, like you could actually fall in love, you know? Like you could have true feelings on film, I believe.
How'd you get that gig? Did they contact you, or how'd that work? Because that's a big gig.
Yeah, I had a manager at the time, like, who was friends with, like, this...
producers?
Yeah, one of the producers, and they brought me out to New York. I did the audition, and I killed it, and they asked me to do the show, and it definitely helped me out in my career as an entertainer.
for sure. What's your, what is the craziest place you've ever lived as far as what you do?
Lived?
Yeah.
Meaning like house-wise?
Yeah, like you stay there for an extended period. What was like the craziest? Like, damn, this is like I could get shot here. Like, this is a wild neighborhood, rough town. Like, I know you lived in Hollywood for a while. What was that like?
Yeah, I would say I was L.A.
LA's pretty sketchy in some spots, you know?
Yeah, like I did a series called Hollywood After Hours where I document the nightlife of Hollywood to show people like what Hollywood's really like. It's not about the celebrities, the glitz, the glam, the stars all over the place kind of place. Yeah. I mean, this is grimy. You know, there's prostitutes, there's robberies, there's like some intense stuff going down, and I was trying to document all the scumness of it and display it to people. Yeah, and display it to people, and dude, it shaped me who I was, like who I am right now. Like that, without that project taught me to not give a fuck.
Yeah. You walk down the boardwalk a little bit on the Walk of Fame, and you'll just smell piss. Mm-hmm. There's homeless people just pissing on the Walk of Fame, and it's like it smells like they piss there every day. Like it's like that's their bathroom, and I'm just like, all right, here's Bill Gates, Walk of Fame star, and it's got piss all over.
I mean, hey, you gotta pee where you gotta pee, but I mean. It's not even about
in some spots. It woke me up as to like I was always like as a kid Hollywood. Let's go to Hollywood.
Yeah.
And I went there. I was like, damn, this ain't what I think it is. This is a bunch of hustlers.
It's not
people giving their CDs. Yo, check this out. And I'm like, hell yeah, man, I'll check this out. Can you donation $5?
Yeah.
I'm like, you just gave me this, and then they like when you give it back to them, they get all pissed off like, motherfucker, you giving me my shit back, and I'm like, you're trying to charge me $5 for it, you fucking hustler, you know. And there's people that like dress up and make a living, like dressing up as Spider-Man, going out and like, that's crazy. Did you ever think about doing anything like that, like dress up and trying to make money?
Nah, I mean those guys like usually like beg for change.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. It's almost a trap. Like
a
lot of them aren't even trying to take a picture with you. They're actually just like posing, and then they're asking you for money. Yeah. Demanding money almost, you know. And I'm like, I mean, if you walk down the street with kids and your kid wants to take a picture with Spider-Man and you don't have any money, it's fucked up. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. That you know, I'm sorry, 5-year-old, you can't take a picture with Spider-Man.
Exactly.
Because we don't have 50 cents. Yeah. Or, you know, just stupid shit like that.
What's the craziest Hollywood After Hours story? Like, what's the craziest thing you ever filmed? Maybe you didn't release it. Maybe you couldn't release it. Maybe it was too graphic. What do you got? I
got 2 different gun shootings on tape. So one of them.
Did you ever feel unsafe with pointing the camera in disgruntled people's faces? You know.
No. You know why? Because filming, it lets me escape the real world, and it puts me into my own world.
It's like that movie Nightcrawler. That's a good movie. You seen that movie?
Yes, I love that movie actually.
That reminds me so much of you.
Yeah.
They copied you.
They copied you. I wouldn't really set people up to get killed.
They copied you.
Film it.
They copied you.
Well,
that's Hollywood After Hours.
I looked at that was one movie I saw the first day it came out.
Dude, that's a great movie. Jake Gyllenhaal, good job.
Yeah, he did a really good job.
That's crazy, like that.
Yeah, no.
Don't lie, you saw some resemblances, right?
A little bit.
I've seen some people afterwards try to recreate Hollywood After Hours.
Really?
Yeah, I've seen some YouTube stuff.
Any as good or not?
No. I mean, it's all about the host, man. The hot dog episode you did, that was entertaining as fuck. You were talking about hot dogs, dude.
Yeah.
This is fucking great.
Yeah.
You're talking about hot dogs, and this is like entertaining as fuck.
Yeah, dude. I did some good shit. Holiday After Hours was definitely a fun show. One of my funnest.
Jamie Kennedy, how'd you meet him? Like, I've had people ask me that. How do you know Jamie Kennedy?
Yeah, I met Jamie through Dave Sheridan, who was the star of Bubble Boy. He worked with Rob Zombie. He was also in a band called Van Stone.
Yeah.
And we did Bamboozle together, like a music festival. And
so that's how you met that guy.
Yeah, Dave was working with Jamie.
That dude did great on the documentary. He was one of the highlights.
Oh, Dave's like...
He's a good talker.
Dude, I love Dave. Dave is just such an inspiration.
He sounded like he was good to you, too, man.
Yeah. Dave's the reason why I was even able to get back on my feet after my big accident.
Yeah.
You know, like, he's the one who said, like, bro, like, make a movie in your life.
I never even met that guy, but that dude's a shit. You know, that guy's a good guy.
Yeah.
So how'd you meet Jamie? Through him?
Through Dave. So, yeah, Dave brought me in. And
what was he like?
Dave?
No, Jamie.
Jamie.
Cool guy?
Yeah.
Scream fame. You know, he was Scream. The first guy on Scream. You know?
Yeah, Jamie just, you know, he had, like...
you got paid to...
He was fun. Yeah, he had the funds, so he paid to put Hollywood After Hours out there, and he gave me pretty good creative control, which I liked, you know. And hey, do you guys have a drink?
Yeah, sure. I got whiskey, Crazy Mike TV, or
I'll do a little Crazy Mike TV and water. A little mix here.
Yeah, there you go.
Let's do Water Shop, the Crazy Mike TV shop.
So which one of these 4 films is your most favorite?
Good question.
And the best moment within that favorite one?
Definitely Hella Crazy 3 was my favorite because most of that film consisted of a 14-day road trip.
That was awesome.
Yeah,
which was
pretty sick.
Yeah, which was one of my like first travel experiences. You know, just being free and doing whatever. Doing whatever stunts.
You had a good crew there too. That was fucking cool.
Yeah, we did, and that's why Hella Crazy 3 would be in my top.
Yeah, Hella Crazy.
Like every one of them has beautiful.
This DVD is the holy grail of stunt films. I think Hella Crazy 3 is like the mecca of stunt films.
Were all of them done while on the road?
Nah, I mean I traveled for every single one of them, but like, except for Hella Crazy 1. I think Hella Crazy 1 we shot all in
New Jersey.
Well, mostly New Jersey, but yeah, Hella Crazy 1 I did very little traveling. 2 3 is when I started really traveling. Well, 2 I did some traveling too. Yeah.
You did something there.
They're
went
all,
to Alaska.
Dude, they're all fucking.
Remember you went to Alaska? That dude lost his finger.
Yeah,
Ripped
dude.
his finger off. Was that graphic?
Gnarly.
That was pretty insane. Like that was one of my, you know, more holy shit moments.
They were snowmobiles too.
Yeah, it was spikes on like you know, the tires and shit.
Yeah.
And the dude's ring finger got caught in the chain.
What was your favorite memory from this?
My Home Alone piece where I, you know, when he opened the door and Harry's head was getting lit on fire, I recreated that one. I mean, they were all cool. Like every single one of them.
This just seemed like a fun project.
Lieutenant Dan one was Ryan.
Oh, Lieutenant Dan.
That one cracked me up.
Even Horace.
Yeah.
Happy Gilmore.
Yeah, that was great.
Even when I threw the pies in the face, like it was, dude, it was a cool fucking time.
That Leroy Patterson guy too, man. He's a pretty cool cat.
Oh, Leroy, dude, he's such a genius.
He's always on my Facebook, like liking my stuff, and I like that. That guy's cool. He was on American Got Talent recently, dude. He did pretty good.
Yeah. What do you do?
He laid down some thumbtacks and boom, just slammed it back.
That was
on
him.
Yeah, he's a wrestler there, man. That's what he does. You know, like
he's
that guy's funny, man.
He's much more than a wrestler.
He gives good insight too on stunts. He was good on your documentary.
Oh my god, he delivers messages so properly, and so stylish, and I love that about him.
Yeah, he does really good.
Yeah.
All right, now to the more harsher subject: your motorcycle crash. Explain that to somebody that don't know. Roll the clip right now.
Yeah. So,
How'd that? All right, so it was break.com.
Yeah, well.
Don't get yourself in trouble.
Nah.
But
that's cool.
Break.com, right?
Yeah.
You to do this for Ghost Rider movie.
Yeah.
And it's for a promo, right?
Yeah.
Did you ever like second guess before? I've seen your documentary covers it pretty well. That was fucking gold, by the way.
Thank you.
The lead up to that, I was like, man, this is good.
Yeah. What happened was
Sean Logan was the only guy there that really you were homies with, right?
I mean, no, I was homies with a couple. I think I became with a crew of 8, so eight of them were my friends. But I signed on to do the project because I was a hungry artist without even really seeing the setup. Yeah. So like, I got to this setup and it was not what I expected. But like the crew's out there, everyone's getting paid.
Yeah.
I didn't want to be that guy to not do the stunts, so I felt obligated.
In a fucked up situation.
Yeah, I mean, I did it, and
do you regret? You regret it? Right?
Nah, I actually have 0 regrets in life. Everything happens for a reason, and there was a reason why I crashed. And I don't know, man. I look at it like now. I look at life in a whole different perspective. So like, that crash was the best, worst thing that ever happened to me in my life.
Did they offer you big money for that?
No. Like, actually, we were in like...
It was just the opportunity, huh?
Well, we were in a lawsuit for a long time, and lawsuit ended up not even working out in my favor. Like, it was so fucked because I sued them for, pretty much setting me up for failure.
Yeah.
And then they countersued me, for like falsifying a contract. So it turned into this like just battle back and forth to where they ended up settling for $30,000, like, which was absolutely nothing compared
your
to
medical bills.
Yeah, I'm still over like $2 million in debt. So yeah, like I only got $30,000. And
did you sign on as an independent contractor?
Yes, and that's
got you
why they got me there. And I also like falsified it, meaning like when they actually was like, oh, what's your insurance company? And I just wrote any random one. I just wrote NJ Metastate, some bullshit one. So I lied in my contract too.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean,
that was kind of the death of Break.com as far as like stunt content, man. As soon as you got in your accident, like
they stopped producing.
You scared the fuck out of them. You scared them.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, you should have too.
Dude, I still never even got that footage. Like, I still never got that footage of that, like their angles. You know what I mean? The only thing I saw is the edit you can see online. With that, like how it cuts you off. Like, I've still never seen those angles after they finish.
Were you knocked out during?
I
mean, you had to get knocked out.
Yeah. I like remember.
What do you remember?
I remember going up the ramp.
Were you in the air like, holy shit?
Yeah, well, I was flying through the air knowing like, alright, I'm just gonna kind of brace for impact, I'm just gonna hit. Whatever happens. I'm gonna try to land as much as I can, but there's nothing really I can do. So I hit, and I remember just right after I hit, I was out, and then I woke up to extinguishers. So the whole time the fire was still on me.
Damn, man.
So for about like 40 seconds, I had absolutely zero memory of it.
It's crazy, right? Getting like knocked out.
It was just such an impact.
Is it like? Did you feel like at peace during all this? It's weird, right? It's weird when it's peaceful.
Yeah.
Like, I've been choked out before, and I'm just like, this is a peaceful like ordeal. Like,
I know it is.
Like, it's crazy.
Which makes you almost like appreciate death more in a way.
Yeah.
To the point, like, I don't know, it was peaceful. I feel like going away. So meaning like, I don't know. That means we should almost like not fear death as much.
Yeah.
And accept it more, because I was at the point where like, I was about to go. Like, I felt that peacefulness vibe where I'm not feeling my broken bones, my broken neck, my broken back, my fucking bones sticking out, my 3rd-degree burns. I'm actually just feeling what I'm thinking, and it's about, like, peace. It's like, I'm going away. But then all of a sudden, like, this physical form of nature would just kick in me, would just, like, jolt and be like, all right, now I'm fighting. But, like, that 5th dimensional level, it was peaceful with a capital
okay.
Yeah. I felt the same thing when I got in my car crash, and like when we flipped that car. I don't remember much, and I remember what I do remember was very peaceful. And I woke up and I was pretty damn excited to happy to be alive. And don't be scared, homie.
Don't be scared, homie.
Yeah. Don't be scared, homie.
Holy shit, guys! I'm Nick Diaz. Don't be scared, homie. Woo!
Ow! People don't realize that like I picked up that camera. That was the only light I had. Was the external camera light on my camera.
Yeah.
I was turned around, hit the record button, and I didn't realize my face was messed up. I was like, oh my god, I'm fucked up.
I woke up to 9 missed calls from J.J. Allen.
And
then a text that said, I just wrecked. Like, come to the hospital. I had to go to school the next morning. I was still in high school. I woke up and the first thing he said was, I wrecked. I was like, why the fuck? Why'd you do that, you dumbass? And he's like, I gotta go. The doctor's here. And I was like, I guess I shouldn't have said that.
It was very peaceful. Though.
It just freaked me out.
Rolling down, like when we started to roll, because we went around a curve, we were probably going too fast, and we hit a patch of black ice on a mountain road. We just started swerving out of control, back and forth, and then we just started flipping. And we flipped 60
No
feet.
seatbelts?
I didn't have a seatbelt on. I was in the back. I got thrown all around. I went through glass, and my head went through a glass window, right through the glass window, and I think that knocked me out. And I just remember we were flipping, but right as we were about to flip, I accepted death. Like, I was like, all right, I'm about to die. Like, did you feel like that when like you were in the air? Like, I'm probably about to die. No, you're just.
Yeah, no.
It was like weird. It was like a peaceful. I was like, all right, I'm about to die. So
yeah, not in the action of it, but definitely in like the helicopter bringing me to the hospital.
Yeah.
I felt that peacefulness and. And yeah, man, it's
see the other side on it. It's fucking weird. Dude.
Yeah. It's not weird. I mean, it's actually beautiful. It's beautiful that like death can be accepted as much as birth.
Yeah.
Like when a baby's born, what happens? We all celebrate. Yay! The baby's born. Yay! Oh my god! Blah 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 blah. But then when one dies, it's like. Everything sucks. This is so depressing. Like, that's what we get. We get this depressing vibe.
Yeah.
That was led. We were led into believing death is depressing and bad and ugly. Really, death is a part of life, and death, I think, it can be a beautiful thing, too. Death can be looked at as if it was birth.
In the beginning.
Yeah, because...
Do you believe in an afterlife? Do you believe in God?
Well, I believe God is a light that controls us all, but I believe this. I believe, after we go to sleep, what happens, right?
Isn't that weird? We go to sleep, we turn our bodies off for 8 hours a day. Isn't that fucking weird? Like,
yeah.
You really...
Well,
look at it, we turn our fucking bodies off. What happens when we're fucking sleeping?
Sleeping?
We lose track of time for 8 hours of fucking day.
Yeah, sleeping, I don't...
What is that? What the fuck is that? Why do we do that?
I believe it's just from being alert so much, your body needs a rest and just, like, that subconscious, like...
That's another dimension we're going into when we're dreaming.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah.
Like, that's gotta be closely related to, like, actually going away.
Reality's maybe just an illusion.
Yeah. So you do believe like your soul goes somewhere else after?
I mean, I live in a fifth dimensional world. Like I believe in things as far as like everything is connected. I believe.
The universe is all,
Well, yeah, everything happens for a reason. The good, the bad. You can't have one without the other. You can't have black without the white. You can't have good without the bad. You can't have ups without the downs. So like, you can't have life without death. So everything's connected. So like, let me ask you a question. What happens when you go to sleep and you never wake up? What do you think happens?
That's a fucked up question. Yeah, I mean, I think that's probably a peaceful scenario, but that's a hard question. That's a hard thing to concept, like put into words.
Well,
what happens? I think. I mean, I don't think it's painful.
Well, now suppose I ask you this. Now, what happens when you were born and you woke up after never having gone to sleep? Which was when you were born.
That's deep.
Right?
Yeah.
It was when you were born. So, it's the same sort of experience, but except you can only have it one at a time.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I learned all this from a famous philosopher, Alan Watts, who I listen to, and he has like a way of seeing things that his beliefs, his theories turned me on into like, oh wow, well that's a way to look at it, and I believed in it so much to where I became it, you know, and I became this fifth dimensional type person to where everything is connected and we're all the same, you know, rather than just physical manner, like I'm touching J.J. Allen. It's like I'm touching J.J. Allen. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's deep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, as if everything is connected.
A higher perspective.
Yes.
You have a weird perspective on money. I've heard you talk about it to me before.
Money.
You don't really you're not really a fan of money, huh? You use money, but I mean, I've heard you go pretty deep with money.
Yeah, money is just a whole nother fucking topic.
Yeah.
You know? And I'm still like trying to figure it out. I think I got it, but yeah, dude, money's how long?
Root of all
how
evil.
long does this podcast last?
Yeah. we could have a whole podcast about this, the subject alone. You went in pretty deep with me about it before at the gathering. And what is money? You know, like why do we use it? You know, what it's paper. You know, at the end of the day.
Yeah, I wanted to do, and that's right. I wanted to do that thing on money. I wanted to do like a project on money, of just
abuse money because
abuse
money
it.
abuses us.
Yeah, that's right.
Money controls us, basically.
It does. So I wanted to flip it around and be like, how can we control money?
Yeah.
So like every dollar bill I got, I would write on it like my website or like whatever. Like I would abuse it. Everyone. So if I had a 20, I would like cash it in for. I would write on the 20 like www. whatever crazymike.com. You know, actually it's crazymike2.com. Okay, that's a plug right there. crazymike2.com. Yeah, but I would write whatever I wanted on it, cash it in for all ones, write on all those ones, and just promote off money, really. So so as if I'm getting like, I'm taking what's evil and I'm being evil back to it. You ever think about it like that?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And FBI not approved.
Yeah, definitely not. Definitely not.
But I don't know. It's definitely still something I may want to do. But right now, you know, I want to, you know, I'm going to push the Snapchat thing. Mm-hmm. But that's something that's definitely on the shelf as far as like, dude, I've been drawing on money now just for fun.
Yeah.
You know, so why not like make it into something?
Money abuses us, abuse money. Yeah.
Exactly. And that's how I look at it. And it's scary, man. Money's one fucking thing that I'm just still, yeah. I think I'm getting it though.
Yeah.
I think I'm getting it, but money's the one thing that I don't have to the T.
Yeah.
It's an evil oxygen is what it is.
It is. I feel like its only sole purpose is to serve and be used. It's not. It's a little insignificant green piece of paper. It has little no meaning at all.
But without it, what happens?
It's not like a rarity like gold. You know?
But without it, what happens?
You don't need a fucking
Why do we even really need it? When we have things out there in the world that's more valuable than that piece of paper that we can trade amongst one another.
I know, but what happens without it though? You're not answering my question.
You can't buy a loaf of bread at the store.
how you gonna eat?
Live off the lead. That wouldn't be easy, but you could do it.
In modern day, you can't. Modern day is harder than it sounds.
Well, what's that movie that guy went out and tried to do that? What's it called? Wildland.
Oh, yeah.
Wild Boy.
Oh.
No, well, who is it?
Into.
He went and he actually
Into
died
the
in the
Wild?
van.
Is it Into the Wild?
Into the Wild.
Yeah.
Into the Wild thought he
Got
could do
him.
that. What happened to that
That
guy?
was only one man, though.
I'm just saying, dude, like, you need it. See, it's an evil oxygen. You need it to stay afloat.
Yeah.
To be in our world.
Yeah.
I know that, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? Hey, I'm against it. I'm against it so much. And to like simplify it, yeah, like to say that sounds good, but you gotta look deeper into what you're saying. You know, and you're not looking deeper into it. I can't survive without it. So what I mean by that is, you know, when that tank gets low, you'll do anything to stay afloat. I mean, money gets fucking deep, dude.
Yeah. It's evil.
Money gets deep.
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely want to like touch on money on like a visual story down the road. So what's going down tomorrow, P.O.R?
We are going live
Yeah.
right down the road here. We got a pretty badass stuff planned. It's going to involve pretty much everybody in the group as much as we can.
Thank you, bro.
We're going to have two bikes colliding. A guy standing on a ladder. That guy goes down with the ladder. But just before he goes down, he's going to jump out to safety. But he really isn't jumping out to safety. He's going to be landing on a catapult. It's going to launch up into some poor dude's nuts. All while that collision is happening, all that commotion, the dude's going to be spitting fire into all that.
Oh,
He's going to be breathing new life into all that.
so it's gonna be crazy tomorrow.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty gnarly. I just thought that off the top of my head, too, today. I was like, man, we got to do something big because Mike's here, you know.
So you have an imagination.
A little bit, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's
I
a
had-
lot. Your stunt today was that, dude. What you drew for me was pretty wild.
Yeah. I had Halloween stunts planned, some smaller ones, but I was like, we got to go big, you know. I mean,
That's big,
let's do
dude.
big. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it because it's like all the variables that people like about P.O.R. It's a nut shot, it's fire, it's two bikes colliding, Pussy Ronald style into signs, and that dude's jumping off a ladder. And it's timing.
Yeah.
Time it perfectly. It's
Timing,
skill
those are the wild
involved.
ones.
Yeah. Then someone's breathing fire, a visual. That's a good visual. Then some dude's taking a gnarly nut shot. He's gonna be in pain.
Those are the wild ones, yeah.
Yeah.
Talk to me about your crews. You have a cool crew here where that work for you and shit, and like well, grind with you.
Yeah.
Not work for you, work with you. Y'all work together. Y'all are family.
Yes.
And like whether you guys are doing stunts or like the camera guy, come over here real quick. Come over here. Yeah, come over here. Like just even the camera guy like chilling behind the camera. What up? Yeah. Like pound it, bro. Like you guys show a lot of support.
Yeah.
And that's awesome that you can bring a team together.
Yeah, we got a great group.
Get creative and put shit out.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people all over the country right
You
now
can't find that.
that are looking at you guys like, wow, they all did it. So you're inspiring people however you want
The
to
way we
look
met
at
Brad is really. He's a
Yeah,
fan of P.O.R.
it's Brad here. Brad. Brad. Hey, Brad. How you doing? What up, Brad? Take a seat.
Yeah.
Take a seat here. We got Brad.
We met Brad.
How you doing, Brad?
What's up?
We met Brad because he was a fan of P.O.R. before
It was.
he met us, and he was on the YouTube comments and stuff. He hit me up on Facebook.
Yeah.
I thought he was a weirdo at first. I was like, man, this guy really wants to hang out with me. I've heard these stories before on the internet. You know, these guys want to hang out with these guys. They meet them, and then they get like shot in the head or something. Like, I don't know about this guy. But at first I thought it was a little weird. This guy really was consistent about hanging out with me. He would hit me up every day, like, hey man, I really want to do this. Then I was like, well, dude, just send me a video. Send me a video of you doing a stunt. He sent me 2 videos of him doing a stunt. I was like, well shit, this guy's not bad. Like, we might be able to do something with this guy. He came down and we filmed a fucking stunt that day. Like, we met each other for like 25 minutes. He came down, we filmed a stunt right away, and We've been friends ever since. He lives with me now. And his story is similar to Cutbone's. I met Cutbone at Crazy Mike's. We play Crazy show.
We play Crazy.
He hit me up about 4 months later. Was like, hey man, I'm gonna come down and film with you guys. And I was like, all right. The initial plan was to come down for 2 weeks, and Cutbone ended up living here for 4.5 years. Cutbone just left to go visit his family. He hadn't seen them in fucking years, and he just left my fucking house. And now he's spending the winter with his family, and he's coming back in the spring to film it. And I met Bud through a mutual friend, P. Whittle, and I never even knew Bud existed until the first day I met Bud. He did a stunt with P.O.R. We put a cactus on a rake. Yeah. He fucking stepped on the rake
like 20 times
and knocked it to his fucking head. That stunt was like, I was like, all right, let's see what this guy's made of.
We got a bunch of nutcases up in here.
Broadway is a breeding ground for fucking morons, but creative morons, controlled chaos. But I mean, you think about it, though, this guy's from Texas. You know, this guy's from Pennsylvania. Brad travels 4 hours to get to our house. He lives with us now. I mean, but he used to travel 4 hours to get to us, and it's just crazy how like the internet's a powerful thing. I mean, you got to credit all that to the internet and our hard work, I guess. Yeah, it's a crazy fucking thing, like the power of the internet.
But now it's even getting more powerful. The technology is bringing people together closer,
it's live,
faster.
It's current. It's
Snapchat is, and that's what y'all need to get.
Yeah.
Like, Snapchat connects with an audience on a whole nother level, dude.
Crazy Mike TV. Snapchat.
Crazy Mike TV. If y'all got Snapchat, you want to add Crazy Mike TV. All right. Me and my dog Shazam here, who hasn't eaten in 5 days. I don't know what's wrong. We're taking him to the vet, but we drive around. We live in a van / house. And we travel the country for 101 days, documenting it all on Snapchat. We don't have a destination. We go with the wind. How I got to Broadway, Virginia tonight is I just kind of went with the wind and it brought me here. That question mark right there, what does that resemble, JJ?
Nothing. You don't know. Uncertainty is what this represents, I would say.
Uncertainty. You know why? Because I enjoy the moment. I look at it like a right now situation. Right now. Wherever you know what I mean? I'm not looking into the future. I don't have a future. You don't have a future either.
Whichever way the wind blows, that's the way I'm
hey, Brad don't have a future either. You don't have a future. Nobody has a future. The future is nothing but an idea.
Yeah. The future's now.
Well, the truth is now.
Yeah, that's right.
The truth is now. Ain't none of us have a future. And once you accept that, you begin to live.
Yeah.
You begin to just be like, we're all just a couple particles up on this earth.
Yeah.
Like,
our existence doesn't really matter.
Yeah, reality is just some big illusion. That's all it is, you know what I mean?
We'll have to die. There's too many motherfuckers on the planet.
Too many motherfuckers on planet, you know? Fuck it, treat it like a circus.
Yep.
Life's a circus. Life's a good old circus.
Did you get...
It's a motherfucking circus.
Time doesn't stand still for either one of us.
It's a motherfucking circus. It's a motherfucking circus. Yeah.
Did you ever, during the creation of Crazy Mike is Dead, your documentary Crazy Mike is Dead, was that hard to edit? Was that a hard thing for you to really see produced? Was that a hard thing to produce? 'Cause I feel like when I eventually edit in a P.O.R. documentary, I feel like it's gonna be emotional as fuck.
Yeah.
Man, this is my life.
I know. It is.
Yours is a little different because you're a group, you were a guy, you know?
Yeah.
Damn, this is my life.
I was editing it and it truthfully brought me to tears, dude, sometimes when I was editing it, just like, this is my life and some of these moments and a lot of these people I was interviewing were talking about how much I mean to them and how sad they would be. And
it was very
like,
emotional.
Yeah, and it was bringing like tears to my eyes as I was editing it.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're gonna get that in documentary editing, dude.
You
know, documentary is some like intense from the heart type shit.
That documentary too. A person that doesn't even know you, a person that isn't even a fan of stunts, could watch that and be inspired.
That's what I was going for.
And you delivered. That was really good. I remember watching it and I was like, man, I fucking did a good job.
You gotta explode after we pound. A little more, a little more into it.
Modern day, what groups do you like to watch modern day?
Nub TV, P.O.R, and I think that's about the only ones out there,
Yeah, I
right?
mentioned Kyler.
Oh, yeah, Kyler. Kyler's a good one.
He's gnarly. I want to meet that guy.
Yeah, Kyler's such a nut, dude. He's such a nut.
Kyler Vick needs to come to Broadway.
Yeah, Kyler Vick. I mean, I've gotten the chance to meet him and his family, and they're a bunch of awesome people out in, I believe, Salt Lake City.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, Salt Lake.
He's up there.
Yeah, and dude, let me tell you, like, he's kind of like the horse we were talking about before. How, it's that Zach Gordon and the horse. Like, Kyler is like that. He gets in this, like, it's going down for the boys. And he's in another world.
Yeah.
He's not in reality.
I like watching that guy. He's a breath of fresh air when it comes to the stunts.
Oh my god, yeah.
There's not a lot of
Fuck
groups.
this couch, dude. I can't wear my hat.
There's not a lot of groups doing it anymore.
Nah, I mean, not a lot of people are gonna continue that drive.
I
Like
mean,
you
Kyler's in there, man.
He's so in there.
Yeah, he's in there. That's for sure.
He's
A lot of
in
groups
there.
now I've seen like pulling back on the stunts. They're trying to produce more.
That's what she said.
Yeah. And I've noticed that, and I'm like,
You got it. He's in there. You guys take it to that notch.
Yeah.
You guys, kick it to that notch, dude. Take it to that next level. And show no fear. You know what I mean? Or at least that's how it looks on camera. And, like, even in person, I see it, though. Like, that you guys, like, you just fucked your ACL up, but you're still trying to do shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Cutbone, how many times has he almost died and he still always goes back into it?
yeah. He'll do the same thing twice. They say the definition of insanity is doing the same thing twice and expecting different results.
Yeah.
So, I mean, P.O.R. defines that. Pussy Ronald hitting that sign 3 times. That one gonna go good, Like, him, like, doing whatever he wants to do, he'd do the same thing twice. I can say that right now. I know Pinhead Larry would fucking do the same thing.
But how's that
sign
sign?
twice.
How's that sign ever gonna go right?
It's never gonna go right. It's insane. It's
Yeah.
insanity.
Yeah.
Your Venom machine, that was insane.
Well, that could go right. All I gotta do is
could,
talk
yeah.
more.
Yeah.
Right? And then I land on my feet and that goes right. Like,
Did you ever think about doing it a third time? Never, right?
No, I mean, honestly, if you put me there right now, bro, I would do it.
Shut up.
I have that mindset. No, I would. It's just like
Where is that at?
Bro, listen, a backflip is easy, okay? I can do backflips. I do backflips all the time. I still do backflips all the time. The backflip is not why I fucked that up. It's the fact I was thinking about the first backflip while I was doing that. So because I fucked up my thoughts, I didn't perform properly, which happens in life, actually.
Yeah.
The only time you make mistakes is when you're overthinking it. Then you become cluttered. You become in this mess. Like that fondleness. That's when you make your mistake. But if your mind is clear and set and completely engaged into the moment, what happens is you don't make mistakes. I could easily do that backflip. Easily. And tomorrow I'll show you guys one. Let's do one off a fucking ladder. Like, I have absolutely no problem doing a backflip. It ain't that. It's the mind trick.
If you're in the centerfold of that Stunts tomorrow, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
That's like P.O.R. We play crazy. Like,
Yeah, but I
Peaks.
do want to also tell the story.
Yeah.
I'm definitely down to do a backflip, like off a ladder, like even in the morning. I'll show you guys. We'll do like a little good morning stunt. I'll do the backflip, knock it out, but yeah, everything.
Good mornings with P.O.R. and Crazy Mike.
I put baby powder on the penis. I put baby powder all over his bathroom this morning.
Yeah.
Well,
you still
all
got
of
baby
them.
powder on your fucking shirt.
No, that's from the Christmas tree at Walmart.
Okay.
I jumped into a Christmas tree at Walmart today.
All right. Where do you
I
see?
should have been a cowboy. Yeah.
Where do you see yourself in 20 years?
I don't know. I don't want to look that far. You know what I mean? I like to just enjoy right now. Like, I don't want to be like, I don't even want to look at like, oh, where I'm going to be in 2 days from now. You know? So I don't even want to try to imagine that. I like to just, boom, here, right now. You know? And where I see myself is where I am.
That's a good mindset.
Chilling with motherfucking P.O.R. doing this motherfucking podcast. Number 1, baby.
First one ever.
Taking up the stunt scene to a whole nother motherfucking level. Smoke that medical marijuana while you at it.
So I posted this status on Facebook. I said, about to do an interview with Crazy Mike of We Play Crazy. What should I ask him? And I got a few questions from some people.
Oh, sure.
Cody Richie Poo, he wants to know, if you could choose one life experience you would like to relive, what would it be?
So...
Great question.
Yeah. So my ex-girlfriend was really fucking hot, you know, and I think...
Lila?
Yeah. She had that perfect body. Like, I would never ever want to be with her, but I loved fucking her. So,
I remember my friend DJ,
Yeah.
he got cut with his forehead. She like took care of him, and he was like, "Man, she was the hottest chick I've ever seen." And he was like blown away. He was like, "Man, that was the hottest girl I've ever seen." He was like, and she was like taking care of me like a nurse, man. He was like, "I was in heaven, man."
Yeah. And I bought her those boobs.
Really?
That she has that made her hot. I bought her those boobs. Yeah, but I would say just having sex with like her again, you know, would be awesome. But I don't know, like girls now, like they see me. The way I look at it is like, I now want to fall in love with many. Like I love falling in love with many. A lot of girls don't accept that now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But there are ones out there that do, and yeah, I don't know. You know, they would be into me to the point like it's like people say I'm a hot homeless man. I'm a hot homeless man. I get girls from being that guy who lives in a motherfucking van. Okay, and Child's my dog. Like, they like the dirtiness. And, you know, you're about to travel, too, so you know what this is like. Like, they like the dirty, where I get hot girls, too. So, like, I don't know, hopefully they're gonna, like, overdo Lila. But, dude, there's gonna be hot chicks out there that are digging the van life.
You get
shit.
action in that van a lot?
I wish more than I did, you know, but has it been done in there? Yes. Yes, and it's beautiful. It's fucking beautiful. I wish I could get laid in there every day. You know what I mean? I'd jerk off in there every day.
You ever take somebody in that van and they're like, I don't know about this, man?
Chick-wise or dude-wise?
They ever like, dude.
Bro, I've had people just
we need
like...
a hotel. Like,
well, yeah, I've had people actually get in a van and just like scared as to like, why are you scared? Like, do you think I'm trying to kidnap you? Do you think I'm trying to rape you? Do you think I'm trying to like bring you? Like, dude, this is my fucking house, you know? So it's just people really who watch the news too much and they get so affected by like what society tries to brainwash us to like live in, you know?
Yeah.
So, like, that's really what it comes down to, dude. I've had people call the cops on me because I was accused of the clown. You know, the clown scare?
Way.
Yeah.
Okay.
actually down in St. Cloud, Florida a couple weeks ago, they're like, I got like 4 sheriffs on me because somebody in a Wawa parking lot thought I was one of the clowns.
Oh.
Yeah.
He wasn't?
Nah. I said, the clown? I'm a natural clown. I'm not those ones you're looking for. You know, it's so, dude, that was a whole nother story.
That shit is retarded.
I just heard about it on the radio like 5 minutes before the cops knocked on my window.
Wow.
And said, are you the one clowning around here?
Clowning around. That's good.
Yeah, that's how they said it. Clowning
You should
around.
be like, yeah, I'm a juggler. Whoop, whoop. Do you get heckled a lot in your van? Like, does cops bother you and stuff? Do you ever get like kicked out and stuff? Like,
No, I mean, really, like, cops like me because usually what happens is when they pull me over, like, I explain to them, like, what I'm doing, and how can you not like what I'm doing?
yeah, they gotta appreciate it. They probably,
Did you just yawn?
No, I don't think so.
You were just...
I mean, yeah.
You did a yawn.
Need more coffee.
Yeah, get that coffee in there. I was gonna say, am I boring? Am I boring?
Yeah. They don't ever, like, make you leave parking lots or anything? No.
Oh, no, dude. I try to get kicked out I get kicked out all the time, or they try to. Walmart's tried to kick me out, and Walmart is like the #1 place that, should accept sleeping.
Yeah.
Sam Walton.
Yeah.
Do you know him?
Yeah, it's the creator of Walmart.
Yeah. How do you know?
I know him personally, man.
No, you don't.
We're homies.
No, because he died before you were
Yeah.
born. But how do you know he was the creator of Walmart?
Well, he's Sam Walton, Walmart.
Well, either way, he created it. Guess what he put in his will?
What?
All tired travelers are allowed to sleep in the parking lots.
Free advertisement. They can go in there and buy shit.
They spend so much money.
Yeah, why not?
They spend so much money in that.
You think them motherfuckers in them baller ass
They
RVs aren't buying
spend.
stuff?
Yeah, they spend so much money in there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm that dude who sleeps in Walmart parking lots.
Yeah, exactly.
They spend so much fucking money in there.
Alright, I'm gonna end this shit with a shot.
Oh,
to that.
hell yeah.
Unless you guys got any questions. You guys got anything to cover? I'm gonna take a shot.
What's
of
the
this.
craziest thing you've seen these past 6 days since you began?
That's a good question.
The past 6 days, the craziest
You
shit.
shot an AK-47 a day.
Well, technically, this is the 6th day. I should say the past 5 days.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
That's a good question.
The term crazy, define it.
As in,
Let me
what's the
question
wildest
your
group of
question.
people that you've met so far on your travel?
That was the people who I shot guns with today.
Probably us.
and I knew that from the second I met you.
Yeah.
And when you said take a hit on my soda can.
Yeah.
I said, yo, this motherfucker's country. He's crazy. He don't give a fuck. And so, yeah, the wildest group of people is y'all.
What's the, off the top of my head, what was, like, the coolest project, like, television project you ever did? Like, you got a couple I can name. Daisy of Love, like, interviews on, like, with Nash and stuff like that. Numb Nuts, you had your own MTV show.
Yeah.
Like, what was the coolest, like, project you ever done that you would, like...
I would say Numb Nuts because Numb Nuts, we were, on an MTV budget. So, like, we were flying out
Were you living on their budget?
Yeah,
That's
like...
fucking awesome.
Yeah, we were in this, like, big-ass apartment.
Who was the guy with you? It was you and Horace.
Horace.
Who was that guy?
That was Victor Lopez.
Do you hear from him anymore? Like,
I haven't spoken to him in a few years, but like he opened up a free running gym.
Oh, nice.
Out in California.
He's talented, right? He's a pretty talented guy.
Oh yeah, he's talented. He has this like physical form of flipping all over the place.
You did America's. You didn't do America's Got Talent. You did Ninja Warrior.
I did Ninja Warrior a few times. Ninja Warrior was cool, but yeah, definitely my coolest of all TV experiences was Numb Nuts. Yeah, just because it was stunt related on a big budget.
Yeah.
To the point where we can fly over fucking cliffs, you know,
Yeah, that's
helicopters, and, you know, skydiving, fire, explosions, getting shot out of cannons.
Yeah, that was pretty fucking cool. It seemed a lot of it seemed like really like damn like that's probably like fuck I gotta do this today. Damn.
Yeah, 7 in the mornings was our call time.
Yeah. They woke you up and got you out there and ramped you up.
Yeah, but it was fun. It was cool. Like it was. I mean, I don't know. I was always never really, Victor was sometimes like not even trying to go to work, like sleeping. Like I was all like, yo, like I can't wait. Like every day, like I was up as fuck. Like as soon as the car came to pick us up every day, I was like so ready to go to set. You know what I mean? Like I was never sleeping.
That was cool. You got to do a horse too, because you knew him. You know?
Yeah.
That was cool.
We did the audition together too. Which
Really?
was cool. Yeah.
We
did the audition together, and yeah, it was definitely an awesome experience working with horse.
Yeah. You did I saw the other day you did an MTV prank pilot or something.
Oh yeah.
If you can legally talk about that.
Yeah, no, I could. We shot a show called Crash Karaoke, pilot for Crash Karaoke, who No TV Boys hooked me up with. So we just went around with a fucking wheel and crashed random places like barbershops, tour buses, Turkish bathhouses, gyms, yoga studios, wherever, with the wheel and be like, hey, who wants to sing and win $100? And we.
Is that fun? Is that a good experience?
Every experience is a good experience, bro.
Yeah.
This experience right now is a good experience. Like everything is a good experience. Like it's not even about like was that good? Yeah, everything's good. Even if it's bad, it's good. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
The bads are the necessary too.
Yeah.
It's the experience that counts.
Yeah. How many pilots have you done?
Dude, I've done a lot of pilots, bro.
You've made your own, right? Just pitched on pitch.
Yeah, I made my own.
Your hustle, man, is like you're a hustler, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, you always inspired me in that sense too. I was like, damn, I'm not working as hard as Crazy Mike is, but nobody is, so I didn't feel half as bad.
Well, I don't know, man. I mean, it's just like it's not, work's not just a big part of your life.
Yeah.
Work is your life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Work is your life.
You're like the Tupac of stunts, man. Like you put out that he was always grinding, That's
Yeah.
He's the Tupac of fucking the world we live in.
Not even so much stunts now, and that's just life now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like stunts for sure. Like I love stunts, but now it's just all more to life. And producing the content.
Are stunts behind you? You would say?
No. I still love high falls. I'm not with like, oh, I'm gonna bash into a pole to hurt my nuts kind of thing.
Yeah.
But I'm into the whole like, oh, I still love jumping off roofs. I would jump if you had stump pads outside of me, fucking falling off there all day.
I have mattresses. We're going tomorrow.
Well,
2 mattresses and maybe some boxes.
You need to get pole vault mats, man.
Pole vault mats.
We stole them from high school.
Shit.
Yeah, everything's a lesson in life. That's how I look at it. You know what I mean? And I'll tell you one thing. Like, what's today's date?
28.
29.
Something like that.
October 29th, 2016.
October 30th, boys.
October 30th.
Midnight has come.
Ooh,
It's
mischief.
1:30. We've been doing this for a couple hours.
Damn, we're live or no?
No.
No.
We're alive. We're alive.
Oh, we're live. I like that. I like that. Yeah. October 30th, 2016. I'm glad to be here with y'all. I'm glad to be alive. I'm glad to be here with y'all. And I'm glad to have done everything I did in my life. whether it was a good thing or a bad thing. I look at it as everything is just another lesson.
I feel like everybody, anyone can correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like we're all happy to have you here as well.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
You know,
When I heard
you're
you coming,
you're a legend in the
yeah.
stunt community, and I mean, I'm rather taken aback at your liveliness and your outtake on life and how you're telling your story and sharing it with everybody. That's fucking awesome, dude.
Yeah.
And I appreciate you sharing your story with us.
You're an inspiration.
And letting us be a part of it.
Namaste.
Keep doing your thing, man. Don't ever stop being you.
No.
I think that's a good thing to end on right there.
Cheers. Drinking because we're happy.
Salud.
You got anything else you want to plug before we end it?
Yeah.
Crazy Mike TV, Snapchat.
Yeah.
Snapchat adventure.
Check it out on Snapchat. Crazy Mike TV. We're on day 6 out of 101. And,